I'm doing my thing once again. Um, shit. Despite, let me get myself situated first. Despite popular belief that majority of black women, now this isn't an attack on black women, but I'm just saying within the general aspect of the black community, this is what I'm seeing. Now, back to what I was saying, despite popular beliefs that black women want black men to succeed, do better for themselves, go to school, get a job, raise their children, despite that, a lot of black women deep down do not want black men to lead. Now, most of us black YouTubers have already made videos about black feminists and their agenda to eliminate black male leadership. Um, I kind of just want to dummy it down to the average, not really to, well, yeah, the average black woman in the black community, or at least the average single mom. They don't really want brothers to lead, and they really do not want black men to do better. It's pretty sad and pathetic, but a lot of black women in reality are comfortable with the situation. They're comfortable being the single mom who's kick ass, getting her own apartment, um, having fun in the club, living it up, bullshitting to herself that her DeVry University or Everest or ICDC college education is going to get her a job making 5 to 6 figures. Despite, they like all that. They love living in that delusion. And even brothers get caught up into this nonsense to where even with even Tariq Nasheed pointed this out years ago with his comfortable nigga podcast where he talks about black men who are comfortable living poor, who are comfortable living practically in the bottom. They're comfortable being in the mom spot. They ain't really challenging themselves. You know, they give themselves little low achievements like, hey, I went to college for 2 years. Yeah, I ain't really doing shit. You know, we see a lot of that where brothers are comfortable living in the mama's nowadays it's really baby mama's house, and dudes ain't got no job, he's just playing with the and I really don't understand, like, why do black women allow this or even put up with it. I know that some women are desperate to have the father figure in the child's life, but I don't understand this whole nigga ain't working, or that this nigga has like a you know below minimum wage job, or he's bullshitting to himself that, oh, I'm making money in the studio, those type of niggas. I really don't understand why females allow themselves to lose, but you know what? It's a rhetorical question because I know why. It makes them look better. You know, they want to look like the rock and the foundation of the black community, and they keep raising these beta male black men to be submissive and to have low goals. You know, these black men don't have realistic goals. They'll bullshit to themselves like, "Oh, I want to get my money. I want to get my money." But once they get the money, they bullshitting it. They throw in thousands of dollars to the strip club in Miami or Atlanta. I watched a video on Media Takeout. Like I was saying, I watched a video on Media Takeout, and there it was in a there was a video with these girls, two girls in a strip club, and these girls were like midget twins, and they were stripping and doing all kinds of shit. And I'm like, really? We have black men just throwing thousands of dollars to these strippers, but niggas hesitate to give that to Dr. Umar Johnson for his school. This hesitation. Oh, he was messing with a stripper. Most niggas like strippers anyway, so what's up with this denial or this holier than thou mentality? Now, I'm not gonna get into the situation. I'm not desperate for views just to be talking about his personal life. That's not my cup of tea. But like I was saying, you know, niggas waste so much money on little shit, and they don't have a winner mentality. You know, niggas don't have realistic goals. It's some of the shit that we do. It's just so retarded. You know, I now that I'm thinking about this stupid stripper situation with the midgets and niggas just throwing money at them. It kind of remind me of Love and Hip Hop Atlanta rivalry with Stevie J and some other dude I can't remember. And they were fighting about who can throw more money at the strippers. And these niggas literally got into a fist fight. I think this is crazy, man. We have no realistic goals, and we're not even challenging ourselves, man. I think I'll just shift gears to the brothers real quick because it's like how come we're not winning? How come we're not inspiring to do shit? Yeah, I'm aware that there's brothers out there who are, kick ass and, doing this and that. They got accepted to every Ivy League school. I'm aware of that, but the thing is that, let's be honest. The street niggas, these black athletes are usually the ones who are championed in the black community. They're the ones who are really looked upon, you know. And I'm just kind of sick of it. I'm sick of not being on the winning team. I really don't know what it takes for black men to truly wake up. A lot of them are aware of the racial situations. They're aware that, they could be shot and killed at any minute by anybody. Yeah, they're aware of that, but I'm surprised that we easily get distracted. We see a twerk fest or a stripper, um, special at the club, and we waste so much money on that. We waste so much money, and I'm also kind of mad at sisters for allowing this shit. Okay, you make let's say you made 50,000 one night, you know, at a strip club. Yeah, come on, donate some of that shit. Donate it. I don't understand like how is so much money being wasted, and yet these bitches can only worry about buying a a $10,000 Gucci bag. You know, all this money wasted in the black community, and we're not even trying to win. And a lot of people talk about this sisterhood of failure, but it's also affecting brothers too, because brothers not even aspiring to win or even take lead. Brothers want to take that passive, aggressive, um, kind of father male leadership role to where you got a lot of these. I see a couple of these, you know, preacher boy type niggas who just kind of type up quotes and you know inspiration quotes, and it's like, come on, man. I'm tired of those brothers. You got too many of those type of niggas who they have a good idea, but it's just that it's not really good enough. You know, I feel like with brothers is that I feel like we're I feel like we just damn we don't we're just too used to mama taking the wheel. We're too used to not wanting to win or have some realistic power. You know, our goals. I understand that black men have some nice goals of, hey, I want to be there for my kids. I want to do this and that, and that's good that you want to be there for your children, even if you ain't seeing the mother or anything like that. But the thing is that come on, man, create something. Create a patriarch. Create something to where a tangible thing that can be passed down multiple generations. Pass down something. It's ridiculous that we have black men who are quick to make babies, but they don't have a dime to their name. You know, we're so used to, oh, well, mama gonna take care of you. We're so used to that shit. You know, we're so used to just, you know, feeling surrounded by people, you know, but, where's the tangibles, black children aren't giving any type of tangibles, especially these millennium kids who are coming from teen moms. They're not getting anything from their parents. You know, I appreciate the fathers having the energy and drive to be there for their kids, but I'm like, okay, by the time the baby grows up and the baby, the baby turns to a kid, the kid turns to an adult, well, a teenager and then to an adult, what foundations are you going to put there for your child? Can your child rely on you to go to college and say like, "Hey, Dad, I got a scholarship. It ain't much, but could I borrow $2,000 um, for tuition to pay tuition?" How many black fathers would pay that just like that? No problem, no problem. You know, a lot of these niggas who just have dead end jobs who aren't working, they'll probably just they won't. I don't even think they'll even put in a goddamn dime for their kids' tuition. You know, shoot. But they'll have money to waste on the strip club though. And yet, to be honest with you, to me, with so much money being wasted in the black community, you know, I don't even see how student death, students not being able to pay off their loans. I don't even see how that's possible. You know, it's so simple to pay that off, especially with brothers, man. A lot of brothers waste their money, their college refunds and shit over clothes, shoes, and they even toss it to the strippers. All that money wasted, man. Don't play up with them student loans, man. I used to when I started college, you know I had like 5,000, and I think I would probably get up to like 2,000 each year, but that money just ate up so quick because of bills. I didn't really trick it off too much, but I could have done a better job managing my money. But you know, don't bullshit your college money on frivolous shit. You know, we really need to get we really we, as black people we really need to learn how to manage our money, and we need to cut down on these little dumbass relationships forums. We need to stop, these little shows, these little Oprah shows with Ian Van Zam and these relationship gurus telling us that, you know, there's a good man out there. We need to stop all this shit. We need to stop all the shows, stop all the radio talk of how to get Ray Ray to become a good dad and shit like that. How to get back with your ex, all this shit. Black people know how to get into relationships. They know how to make it work. They just don't want to because they love the drama. They love the anxiety it brings. They love being the attention. They love having their names, you know, become trending on Facebook and shit like that. The thing is that we need to really start talking about managing money. That should be the thing. We should just be talking about money. Okay, how are we going to fix the black community? Okay, do we have any black investors who are interested in buying up some of the abandoned neighborhoods down in the downtown ghettos? Do we have anybody who is interested in buying up, such and such property? Um, okay, we're gonna need a cleanup crew. Can we get some high school volunteers to pick up the trash and just kind of you know do like a fundraiser or something, or paint the house when we get shit situated. That's what the shit we need to be talking about other than relationships. Black people have burned out the talk of relationships for too long, okay? It's for once we just need to like do a fast and just stop talking about relationships, stop talking about sex, and worry about real shit. We're not even really, our priorities aren't even straight. And that's what pisses me off because we are just so dead set on little shit that doesn't matter. And we really need to undo this sisterhood of failure, and brothers need to stop being a part of it too, because brothers are being affected by this sisterhood of failure, and we really need to wake up and stop letting grandma or mama take the wheel, and we need to man up and start making decisions, start inspiring to, be the head of the household, the true head, other than some nigga laying pipe or a dude just babysitting the kids, you know. Brothers, if you're tired of the ratchet women in your community, you know, we can purge them. I ain't talking about killing them, no. I'm talking about like a sexual purge to where, hey, the brothers need to stop hitting it. Brothers need to stop being thirsty, and then I'm pretty sure females will start you know realize like, hey, okay, maybe I need to stop hoeing or stop attention horn because a lot of these brothers aren't eyeing me. Okay, they're not looking to wife me up, and that's odd. That's kind of odd. You know, we really need to purge out these sexual deviants in our community who create tension and drama and divert the energy. You know, I still feel like a lot of these hoes and a lot of these Negroes who aren't about nothing are very dangerous in our community because we don't have time for, people who are just slow or people who just want to play around. We have no time for them. Um, we really need to be talking about money. That's like money into where investments, money that leads to better schooling, money that leads to successful black communities. You know, you the relationship stuff that can wait. You know, that can wait. I want to see a prosperous black community rather than just people hooking up, living happily ever after in the damn hood. In a um, broken community or whatnot. You know, we really need to get our priorities straight and stop worrying about shit. I'm surprised like every day. When I don't listen to Tom Joyner or Steve Harvey or a lot of those old school black radio DJs or hosts, I would say. I don't really listen to them because the conversations with them are just tiring. You know, it's the same old, you know, shock jock, topics. Do men cheat? Do women cheat more? Um, would you take your ex back? These little kind of nowhere, not really essential topics. A lot of the topics are irrelevant. And sometimes they'll hit on racism, but it's like for 5 seconds or 5 minutes. And then we're back to talking about love and hip hop. We're gossiping. Who Nene sleeping with? Who Shay Shay sleeping with? This is we're not even worried about real things. We need to cut out the bullshit with the media and start saying like, hey, let's stop watching, let's stop auditioning for love and hip hop, and let's try to get some realistic black shows. Let's get a black show to where we have a black investor uh, rebuilding black communities. Stuff like that. I'm surprised the black community is just so used to being on the bottom. That's the sad thing about it. But hopefully, something will change. To be honest with you, there's not gonna be an inspiration. Despite the bad things that are already happening now, I don't know what it will take for niggas to really wake up. I don't know. But then again, I'm not expecting the majority, let alone 30% to wake up or like realize what the fuck is going on. You know, a lot of black folks gonna catch ass, especially in the next 50 years, man. It ain't looking good for us. You know, but something. I guess we're gonna have to let the black community destroy itself because that's the only thing that's probably gonna happen. And to be honest with you, no on point brothers is gonna be wasting time trying to get Ray Ray to read on grade level. We're not gonna waste time trying to get 14-year-old girls, off the street and stop dating bad boys and thugs and dudes who are 3 times older than them. We ain't got no time for that shit. So I'll probably say, hey, let's let them. We have to worry about people who are like minds, and I have no time for trying to wake people up because there's enough signs out there. There's enough going on out there for people to been get it by now. We should have been get it. But we have a lot of things that put us to sleep, such as this gay marriage, such as Obama, such as this fake racial unity, things like IR dating. That got us into sleep. And so we really need to wake up and know our priorities. But if you ain't got it by now, you know, rest in peace. Rest in peace. That's all I can say.